We're going to go really quickly through about 25 different road signs, which I've taken pictures and videos of from my time in the Middle East. If you want any more details, you can join me on Patreon at patreon.com/Arabic Mike. But let's go straight in with this one. Now, this is in English for you. No entry. What does it say in Arabic, though? It says, mamnu' id-dukhul. This first word here, mamnu', mim, noon, wow, ayn. That's the sound. الدخول ألف لام دال خا واو لم ممنوع الدخول. Mamnu' means prohibited or not allowed, opposite of masmuh. Masmuh is permitted. Mamnu' is not permitted, i.e. prohibited. الدخول means the entry, coming from the verb dakhala, to enter. So mamnu' الدخول, no entry. This next one, ifsah, fasaha. Now this verb means to clear. So to clear something. Now when you put an alif at the beginning of the three root letters of a verb like this, it turns it into kind of like an order. It makes it in its imperative form. So ifsah doesn't mean he is clearing or he cleared. It means clear, i.e. give way, keep clear, keep this area clear. If you've driven anywhere in the world, you'll know that this upside down red and white triangle means give way. So yeah, ifsah, best translation would be give way. Or if in the States, Americans say yield, which sounds strange to me, but that's what they say. Yield or give way, either way is fine. Shar'a al-Bid'a, Shar'a al-Bid'a. Now again, it's in English, al-Bid'a, street. Shar'a, this first word here, Shin, Alif, Ra, Ain. This means street, Shar'a, and then al-Bid'a, Alif, Lam, Ba, Del, Ain. It's like the name of something. Bada'a, the actual root is to like begin, but this is just the name of a street. So, Shar'a al-Bid'a. Now, if you were to read the English letters here, you might say Burj al-Ghasar, Burj al-Ghasar, or something like that. The way that the Arabic script here would be pronounced would be Burj al-Qasar. Now, the reason they used a G here is that quite often in Arabic colloquial language or dialects, this qaf, this letter qaf, is sometimes pronounced as like a soft g, like a soft G letter. So the way they might actually pronounce this in practice would be Burj al-Qasar, Burj al-Qasar. Notice I'm not saying qasar, but gasar. It's quite hard to get that g followed by the sad, but it should sound something like Burj al-Qasar. Okay, famous. This is obviously shot in Doha, Qatar. Qatar Doha, and we've got a qaf, a ta, a ra. This is how you spell the word Qatar, i.e. the country Qatar or Qatar, however you pronounce it. El Betrol, Alif Lamba, ta, ra, wow, lam. So El Betrol means petrol or gasoline or fuel or, petrol we'd say in England. So Qatar, El Betrol. Qatar Petroleum, petrol from Qatar. Now, these are a little bit easier. We started off with some slightly harder ones, but these are slightly easier. So let's just spell these out. We've got a kaf, a waw, a sin, a ta, and an alif. So if you were just to see this, you might read it as Costa, which of course, if you might even recognize the branding, is Costa Coffee. So if you go to the Middle East, you will not just see this, Costa, you will also see it written, of course, in Arabic script, which if you were to read would sound like Costa. There you go, Costa Coffee. Next one, this is similar. Now, I'm going to see if you can spell this out. We've got a kaf, an alif, a ra, a fa, a waw, and a ra. Carrefour. Of course, it's Carrefour. Carrefour supermarket. What about this one? Rolex. We've got a ra, a waw, a lam, a ka, and a sin. Rolex. Now you can see the crowns. You know, if you're into your watches or if you know anything about watches, you'll know this is Rolex. Nice watch shop. What about this one then? Sin, wow, alif, ra, wow, fa, sin, kaf, ya. Swarovski. Swarovski. Do you like crystals, jewelry? There you go, Swarovski. Done. What about this one? Sayyid al-Jawda, Mr. Quality. Sayyid means Mr. Sin, ya, dal means Mr. Sayyid Mike, Mr. Mike. El-Jawda, El-Jawda. That means quality. So Mr. Quality, Sayyid al-Jawda. This one we've got Mim, alif, ra, sheen, mim, ya, lam, wow. Mar, shmilo, and then underneath we've got this, world. Now it's quite hard to do the ra, the Arabic ra, where you roll your r's, followed by this lam. So we've got world. So of course it's just world, but world is, I would imagine, quite a difficult word to pronounce if you are not a native English speaker. I imagine if you're an Arabic native, you might find this word world quite difficult to pronounce. If you could confirm that in the comments, then please do. Tell me what the hardest word in English for you to learn is. I might even make a video about it. This one here, Bornea. I don't even know what they sell. It looks like handbags, but you can see they've got a ba, wow, nun, ya, alif. Bornea. I'd just like to add, if you have any specific questions about any of the Arabic alphabet or the Arabic letters or any of these words, you can join me on Patreon, where I will respond immediately to your questions and your requests. You will also find PDFs of this lesson and all my other Arabic lessons, where I've written clearly the Arabic in script, in transliteration, and then the translation too. So patreon.com/Arabic Mike. On to the next sign. This one, so you can see it in English, DKNY. We literally just have the letters da or del, kaf, nun, and ya. Del, kaf, nun, ya. DKNY. Now, I find that a bit confusing, because if you were an Arab reading that, you might try and pronounce it dukni. I mean, if these were joined together, you would just read it dukni. Compare that with this, HSBC. They've spelt out each letter using Arabic letters. So look, alif, ta, sh, ich, and then alif, sin, s. This is s. Ba, ya, b, sin, ya, c, h, s, b, c. So they've, HSBC and DKNY, two kind of brands, I guess, companies, which both have four-letter abbreviations. DKNY, HSBC, have gone with different methods, which I kind of found quite interesting. Now, if you're looking at this thinking, what's this first letter? I've never seen this letter before, and I've been studying Arabic for 6 weeks already, then you'd be right. This is not from the Arabic alphabet. This is actually borrowed, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, from the Persian alphabet. There are a couple of letters which don't exist in Arabic, P for Paul and V for violin being examples of these. So when you have a bakery called Paul Bakery, which I think comes from France, and you take it to the Middle East to broaden your company and the people who are going to buy your bread, then we've actually had to borrow this letter from a different alphabet. So this is a Persian P for Papa, or for Paul, for Prince, and that's what we are seeing here. So we've got P, Wow, Lam, Paul. A lot of Arabs, when learning English words which begin with a P, will pronounce them as a B, because it's a sound that they've never actually had to pronounce before. Laptop, pizza, for example. Alif, Lam, Da, Wow, Aldo. There we go, shoe shop, Aldo. Here we see an advert for what you can see as Kentucky Fried Chicken. And at the very top we've got this word, ja, da, ya, da. Jadid, that means new, jadid, new. And then let's spell out this second one. We've got ta, wow, ya, sa, ta, ra. So ta, we've got ta, wow, ya, sin, ta, ra. Twister. Oh, it's a twister meal. Of course it's a twister meal. And then just underneath the yellow twister, it says bijibna wal jalapeno, with cheese and jalapenos. Nice. 9 real. Not bad. Nihaya, Nun, Ha, Alif, Ya, Tarmabuta. This doesn't appear in our alphabet either side, but this is basically an ending to any feminine noun, and it's used in grammatical constructions, which if you have questions about, you can ask me on patreon.com/Arabic Mike. This word here means end. Qif means stop. Qif, 2 letters, kaf, fa. Qaf, fa, qif. And it's with a I, kind of like we've got a kasra down here. So qif, stop. It's an order, stop. Qif. Now, just to see if you've actually been paying attention, write in the comments, what does this mean? Mamnu' ad-dukhul. Mamnu' ad-dukhul. I'm not even going to tell you what that means because you should know by now. We did it earlier. Hint, hint. And just to finish off with something slightly different, we've got numbers. Now, the Arabic numbers, we have an 8 and a 0. So the 8 is this kind of up pointing arrow type thing, and then the 0 is a dot. It's important that it's actually a dot and not like an open dot, because if you have a circle, which looks like a naught, that's actually an Arabic 5. The numbers can be a bit confusing, but they're all written here. As you can see, the 1 looks like a 1, the 9 looks like a 9, and all the others are kind of slightly different, but they're not that difficult once you get the hang of it. 7 down, 8 up. The 6 looks kind of like a 7, and you can learn these in like, a day, easy. Luckily for you, if you're in an Arabic country, like here, they'll probably have it in English too, so what are we worrying about? Exactly. If you're looking for an online Arabic teacher, then I have a link in my description and in the comments too. Please leave a comment, and I'd love you to click like and subscribe, and I hope to see you back here on my channel very soon. Thank you very much. Ma'a salama.